So you're probably aware that a couple days ago I had my second debate with Scott Jund. Well, it wasn't really a debate, it was more going over his thoughts on me and some things I'd done. And it was overall fine. There were some annoying parts, like for a lot of it, he was essentially trying to fearmonger me into being fake wholesome like everyone else in the community because of HR departments, or people not liking my abrasiveness, which got a little bit irritating. Or there were even parts where he insulted my content, which is hilarious coming from him. If you spent a little bit less time on Twitter and more time on thumbnails, maybe I'd take you seriously. It was still a good discussion. It wasn't a debate, no one lost or won. Unlike the last one where his black and white mind ignored the points I brought up like his content and just resorted to, well, I never wanted to talk about this, so according to me, I have won 100% of the points in this debate. Like, sorry, I guess I didn't realize it was up to you what points mattered or not, and funnily enough, it was only the ones you got me to concede on that mattered. It's kind of funny how that works, huh? But yeah, he essentially wants me to abandon my niche and blend in with all the other normies in the community, as well as guilt-tripping me for saying mean words online, because he's so terminally online, he conflated my online antics to my real personality many times, and took this internet shit extremely seriously. In the end, he just labeled me as a sociopath, which is a complex mental illness, by the way, and villainizing a disorder like that kind of destroyed the foundation of his entire argument, especially the points he made about JaneIsLive. It's kind of embarrassing he claims to have studied psychology, but reduced a complex disorder to me fucking with a trans person who lives on Twitter, but I digress. Enough telling you what to think. I'm not like him. I'm not just gonna straight up tell my neurodivergent audience at the very beginning of the video to hate the person immediately because they said bad words online.
Basically, in a nutshell, he's just a piece of shit. He's just a YouTuber that thrives off of making other people upset. Overall, he's just a genuinely shitty person. He's transphobic. He's just every just shitty, immature thing that you can be. Overall, he's just a he's just a huge piece of shit.
Overall, it was a fun and interesting discussion. Despite the beginning being pretty annoying because he just brought up the SpooknJukes shit for the millionth time, and in general tried to push his agenda, milk the situation, and get approval from his audience, he seemed to be looking for his standard cancel culture gotchas and clip-worthy moments, and I'm sure something I said in this discussion will come back to haunt me at some point, but overall, it seemed to be mostly in good faith. He reached out to me initially, but I was the one who wanted to do this, so I'd say it's in good faith. I've edited a little bit of context here and there, but for the most part, I left it raw, so you can come to your own conclusions. I edited out about 15 minutes of the discussion of us just kind of saying nothing, and if you think I left out important context, his video is right here, as well as the stream. I was originally going to call this video the highlights of the Scott Jund therapy session or something, and intended for it to be about 30 to 45 minutes, but this discussion was so interesting all the way through that I almost never found parts I actually wanted to leave out. If you want to know more about me and some fun introspection, stick around. Also, this should be obvious by the length and lack of editing, but this is a video you should have on in the background. It's a discussion after all. The fact I got his attention twice in a row now, and I have 2 videos on his channel now, and the fact that he initially reached out to me on Twitter is pretty hilarious. I guess my 15 seconds of fame are more like 15 weeks of fame. Can we turn it to 15 months? I mean, I'm not going anywhere or changing, but anyways, yeah, that's it. Enjoy our discussion. It was very interesting. Alright, here we go. The subway surfers could work, yeah. Hello.
Yo, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
So like, what is this like about? I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but you know, what is this like about?
Yeah. I guess general thing, like, yeah, like, this is not like a debate. I'm not looking to.
No, I literally I have text on the screen that's like, this is not a debate because people are gonna treat it as such.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I already defended the points I needed to last time. We don't have to rehash the same shit. There's no reason. This is not even like about me. This is just, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about you because you are in the community that I am a part of. You're kind of a fucking asshole, self-admitted, to be fair.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just want to find out like why you enjoy that, how you got to where you were, and I don't know, just find out who you are pretty much. If that's something that you're comfortable with, we can keep going. At any point, you can just say fuck off and we'll just stop. I'm just interested. That's all.
Is this gonna be like a who hurt you, bro? Just like.
No, I'm not a therapist, dude. I mean, I took some psychology classes in college. It doesn't make me a fucking therapist. I just think it's interesting. I don't think it's like a normal thing for humans to go, yeah, I love making other people upset. That's my whole niche. That's just a weird thing to me.
I never said that. That's what I like.
You don't like making people upset?
I mean, you know, actually, I mean, it depends. It depends. I guess you kind of have a point there, yeah. I mean, where do we even start with this? Where do we start with this?
Okay, well, can we talk about SpooknJukes for a minute? This is not like, it does relate to you. That's why I want to talk about it.
Yeah, fine. What?
So just, can you just remind me, like, again, just simplify it. Why exactly do you dislike him and his content?
I mean, it basically came down to just like the sort of slop drama farming that came from it. And just like the sort of like, let's put this guy on like a, you know, a negative pedestal for getting mad at the game and shit, you know. It's just, I just don't think it's good content, healthy content at all. I don't think it led to a lot of bad things too. Like, I mean, now it's led to even worse things for him. I've gone over it in like multiple videos of mine, like the what is it, like my response to SpooknJukes, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that video? Or is it's my apology to SpooknJukes. It's that one. It's like
I might have, but just summarize the point from it that you're trying to remind me of.
I mean, essentially, he doesn't take criticism very well at all to begin with. Yeah, and I mean, I guess I don't really either, to be fair. Like, we have more similarities than I thought initially. Him and I.
Sure.
But yeah, basically, it just came down to his content just isn't really helpful. And he's deleted, he deleted he privated every single one of his Toxic TTV videos, right? Or not every single one, but like most of them. You know that happened, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of course you've heard about that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
so
I'm just trying to find out exactly, again, just what your problem is. So you don't like that he makes drama videos?
I mean,
is that the main thing?
I made a 40-minute video on it. Like, I don't have a script or anything here. I have a 40-minute video.
Well, if it's your own thoughts and what you believe, you should just be able to tell me, because you don't have to prepare it. It's just your own thoughts. So just summarize why you dislike because you do drama videos too. Aren't you doing the exact same thing he is?
Not really. My videos aren't like put someone on blast for like getting mad at the game. It's essentially like...
Yeah, but I think that's stretching it a bit, because I think he covers people that go way harder than just that. They tend to be people that take it outside of the game. And I do agree that before... I do agree that like years ago he might have like he used to maybe like play in a way that could intentionally like piss people off and then take their salt from that and try to make a video from it. I do think he kind of used to do that a little bit. I thought it was pretty harmless, but he did kind of do that a little bit. I think he has grown up massively from that, and he doesn't do that really at all anymore from what I've seen. So I'm not sure which examples you're referring to exactly.
What about, like, for example, the video he made on the TTV that makes your skin crawl, like Hex Bansu? Do you know who that person is? Like, by name? There's someone who basically, he made a video on them. All they did in the video was, like, call someone's VTuber ugly. They're just like, you know, this VTuber, like they accuse stream sniping, which is, like, again, never took anything outside the game. And, in return, they pretty much, after he made his video on them, they just deleted everything. Like, they deleted their whole social media presence. They stopped streaming the day he made a video on them. They had, like, weird shit being put in his comment section, like, oh, this is, you know, this guy, like, we know this person's, like, parents and shit, DM me for more info and stuff. Like, do they really deserve all that just for getting, like, mad at the game and saying someone's stream sniping when they weren't?
See, I don't believe you. I don't believe they just got mad at the game and just said you're a stream sniper. There had to have been something more than that. He wouldn't have made a video about it.
There literally wasn't. Like, there literally was. I guess the video's not out anymore, but that was straight up it. They called someone's VTuber ugly and they got mad. That was all they did.
Yeah, but didn't they, like, personally insult them and the amount of viewers they had and said they were a loser? That seems to be going further.
I don't think they did that. I really don't.
No, they did. They definitely did.
You know that video. You remember it by memory. You remember what happened in it, or what? No,
I've just talked to SpooknJukes about it before. I don't even think I watched that video. I just remember the discussion about this.
So you still think that's worth, like, them, you know, deleting that? Like, is this? I thought this was like some sort of pseudo therapy session. This is about SpooknJukes again. Like, why are we still talking about this?
No. Because the whole point, it's gonna relate back to you. But I'll just spoil the point I'm trying to get to, I guess, if you want to just not really talk about this anymore. The whole thing I'm trying to get to is he makes drama slop shit, and I kind of said you did the same thing. And I think that is kind of what you do as well. My whole point is, it's most of the things you dislike about him are reflections kind of you. And I find that interesting. Why is that?
You think you can compare my Twitter video, for example, where I talk about, like, 300 different people, you know, with heavy editing, by the way, and research, to him just putting his React cam in the top right and being like, look at this guy's mad. Like, is that...
See, you don't do heavy research. You have your Discord give you some screenshots and you go, I guess that's true, and you put it in there. That resulted in the whole debacle with me where everything you said was just made up. So you don't really do that much research. I didn't even have a Discord
back then.
Oh, well, then people sent it to you, whatever. My point is, you're not really this grand archivist that looks into the the annals of history. You kind of just look at screenshots and go, okay, I guess that's true, and then you put it in there. And you're right a lot of the time, but you're also wrong sometimes too. It's just you're not really.
What else have I been wrong
accurate.
about? What else have I been wrong about?
I don't have anything off the top of my head. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't put. This is not like any of the point that I'm talking about here.
Okay.
But the whole thing you've mentioned is the drama thing is whatever. But another thing you really dislike him for is that it resulted in the whole harassment. Like, you don't like that the videos that he makes people about results in that person getting harassed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So again, how is that any different from the shit you do?
Who have I caused to be harassed? I'm always like, I'm always sort of, I'm not presenting it. Oh,
the guy who just got doxxed?
Oh, okay. So I'm not presenting this from like a moral high ground like he does.
I mean, is that really his big selling point, that he is the paragon of justice?
Kind of. I mean, isn't his whole thing like, you know, toxic TTV this, toxic TTV that? Like,
I mean, he's just describing the content of the video. He's not pretending he's just this virtue or anything. He's just showing shitty people. You don't have to be a fucking lawful good paladin to talk about other shitty people. I don't think he's sniffing his own farts here. I feel like you're kind of just inflating that to give more of a reason to hate him.
You don't think that type of content in general is just kind of pretentious?
I don't think it's any more pretentious than the videos you make. I think it's kind of the exact same thing. Look, the way I see it is you guys do such similar things that either you must really think he's not that bad, which means everything you've said about him is kind of made up, or you do think that and you must hate yourself too. I think either you must think better of SpooknJukes than you let on, or you dislike yourself because you are too similar. So this is about you. I'm trying to
so you think we're similar as people because two psycho... No,
you're a way worse person than he is, but
naturally. Okay, so you think that we're similar because one psychopath in my audience goes after him when he's been doing this for years and he's gotten multiple people just harassed. Like my one example of like the one person who's a huge community figure getting harassed by some psychopath in my audience when he does this for a living. That's your gotcha? Like that's your point here?
I'm just trying to find out what's happening here. I'm not trying to. We're not debating. All right, just tell me this. Do you have any involvement? You made a video about it, and I watched it, and you said that you did not dox SpooknJukes, which I agree. I don't think you did. But you also absolved yourself of all responsibility. You said you just had no involvement at all. Do you still believe that?
I had basically none. The person, I know who it is. The person who basically doxed him, is someone who I know. I've talked to before, so okay. I never said I had no if I really wanted to look good, I would just lie and say that, oh, I don't know who did it, like, because me making it public that it's someone I know makes me look worse, and I know that.
Okay, well, what about this? Who was it?
You want me to say?
Sure. What's the harm in telling me who it was?
Okay. I mean, it's you know who it is. You know who it is, right?
I'm asking you to tell me right now. I don't know. I don't know about this at all.
You definitely know who it is, right? I mean, you probably haven't heard of him.
I'm sure I know the name. I'm sure I've heard of him once you tell me, but
you've definitely preemptively talked to SpooknJukes about this. Like I can see what you're getting at here.
Fair enough. Yes, obviously I do know who it is.
Okay,
but the point is,
what is the point of me saying who it is then?
Because I'm trying to see if you're protecting a doxer, which you kind of are, which is weird and very incriminating.
It is Evil Shrimp. He's a guy who I've talked to in the past. He makes videos on, like, what do you mean I'm protecting him?
Because you didn't name him. Why wouldn't you name him? In your video, you didn't name him. Why?
That is a good question. I don't know. I don't want to go any further. Like, what good would it do to name him?
The point is, don't you understand how strange that looks that you know who it is and you defend his identity?
I didn't defend. I mean, I guess you could say so. This is not
saying that's what you did.
This is not what I came here to talk about, but okay, so I defended his identity because, you know, it just creates a vicious cycle. Like SpooknJukes, okay, now SpooknJukes, that's literally what happened is SpooknJukes makes videos like this that get people doxxed, so I make videos on him, and then he gets doxxed, so then if I say who doxxed him, guess what's gonna happen to him? Like, is it really worth telling people, like, why would I say that? I mean, I said now, but like, you know?
I kind of just make, okay, whatever.
What? What?
So, you didn't know about it. You just know the guy who did it, but you didn't have anything to do with him actually doing it.
No, I not really. I mean, like,
well, that's not what you said. You keep stretching it further. What do you mean not really?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? That's what I said.
Like, do like you said? You know the guy. He's in your community. I'm just asking. Did you have any involvement or knowledge of him getting doxxed? That's it. It's a simple question.
Knowledge of it? What do you mean knowledge of him being doxxed?
I don't know how to further clarify that sentence. Did you know that he was a doxer? Did you know he was planning to dox him? Did you talk to him about doxing? Did you tell him to dox any of these things?
What kind of a gotcha are you looking for here?
I am asking you the simplest possible question. This is not a gotcha.
What do you want me to say? You know the answer.
I don't know the answer. I'm not leading you into anything here. I genuinely don't know.
Okay, well, basically no involvement, but he did talk about it in the past. I didn't think he was serious, but
wait, so he talked to you about it in the past, and you just kind of just went,
here's the gotcha. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? What did you want me to do?
Not dox him, not work with him, not.
I didn't work with it. What are you talking about?
So you didn't talk to him about doxing?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
He said in his video that he made before any of this even happened, he basically did that. He made one on SpooknJukes, and he was like, I found out where he used to live. This is his pool. This pool is the same one in the backyard. It's easy. He did it as a way to show it's easy to find people, pretty much.
Okay. But you're saying you had no involvement in that. You didn't talk about it. You didn't actually know. Okay.
I didn't know. Like, no, basically no. I knew he was capable of this shit because he did it in a video. I didn't think he would make it public. He literally he was like, dude, you know how easy it is to dox people? Like, this is why Hex Bonsu got doxed for calling someone's VTuber ugly. Look, you can, like, literally, if you haven't seen his video, he made one, I think called My Response to SpooknJukes. Actually called My Response to SpooknJukes. And in that video, he brings up how easy it is to find someone's info, basically. And he's like,
okay,
yeah, that's literally in the video, right. In a public video. He's like, you know, here's his pool. Here's, like, he doesn't actually show the info, but he's like, I basically know the info.
I really don't care about him. This is mostly just about you. Like, I'm not lying when I say this is mostly about you. We'll drop the SpooknJukes thing. I just have to say, I think you are just straight up lying to me.
What do
you think you are completely lying.
About what?
I think you knew about the doxing.
You think I helped him? I think I helped him.
I maybe not helped him. I don't think that would even be necessary. You've already shown he knows how to do that. If anything, you would just be giving him the go-ahead to do it.
I've been dealing with my own people trying to dox me on Twitter. Like,
okay,
like
spam. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, but like, why would I want to dox someone else, especially when I'm done with him?
I don't know, but I think you're lying.
Well, what makes you say that?
I just think you're lying. I think you actually are way more involved than you thought, and you're scared of it.
What is your burden of proof?
I don't have one, but here, look, you know what? I will believe you. I will just straight up believe you if you just say, I don't know. Yeah, I will, RiverCiver will delete my channel if it's proven that I actually knew more than I let on. If you say that, I will just shut the fuck up. We can move on to the actual part about you.
Sure, I'll delete my channel. Like, I don't know why this is, okay, like, look, watch his video. That's all I know. Watch his video on SpooknJukes, basically.
Okay, all right.
And
we can move on.
We've DM'd as well. Him and I have DM'd.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's move past the SpooknJukes shit. I know it's a sensitive topic.
Like, this is just like, this is not what I came here to talk about.
You're right. Let's move on. Sure. What is your criteria then for when harassment is like justified?
It's just such a broad topic. I don't know.
Well, just give me some examples. Like, what's a legitimate thing to harass someone for? That where harassment becomes something that you like approve of.
Like, what harassment do I approve of? I don't know. What, like, this is just moral like what moral warrior thing do you want me to say here? Oh, if someone's a pedophile, then harass them. Cool. If they're
sure. I'm just trying to find out where your line is, man.
Okay, that's I don't really know. It's again, it's such a broad topic.
Okay. So it has to be something fairly serious in order for the harassment to be justified. Otherwise, you don't really give a shit, right?
What kind of, like, fishing is this? Like, what are you doing now?
You're very suspicious of everything, and
It's just like
that's telling of something too.
I don't understand like what you're getting at here, because I mean you reached out to me on Twitter first of all, trying to look for some weird gotcha about like, are you scared of cancel culture or something. Well, I don't even know what that was about. It's like what are you getting, like, what are you getting at here?
Well, okay, I can tell you what I'm getting out with the harassment topic. You know what? Instead of just having like any discussion here, do you want me to just give you the immediate point up front, and then
please, like, you're just dancing around it so much. Like, please just tell me what, like,
sure,
what is your
yeah, sure. So when I'm sorry to bring it up because it is the most recent example, but when SpooknJukes video results in harassment for, you know, silly things like just actions taken in a game, according to you, you think that's cringe, right?
Can you give me an example of someone doing something? I mean, people have done shit like viewer shame, but is that really worth, like, I mean, I guess, like, when it's a bigger creator like Matthew Santor or something, I can see it, but I mean, I know you don't like him, but Pro Vengeance is another example where all he does is just sit in his stream and get mad, and it's like, okay, let's put this guy on blast and dox his moderator because of this, like, you know, like, I don't get it.
All right, well, I mean, the whole point I want to bring up, obviously, because, you know, I looked at your Discord to re-add you to friends here, and I just saw your recent announcement. I mean, you know what I'm going to talk about, obviously, right?
Yeah, that's a good gotcha. You're smart. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care at this point.
Right, that's my point. Like, the whole thing is
everyone's okay with it. I just don't give a shit at this point. That's good you admitted it, because you were kind of virtue signaling for months here where you acted like you gave a shit about these people being harassed. I did for a while. I genuinely still think it's wrong, but at this point, everyone in the community gets away with it. Why the fuck should I care?
Okay, I mean, that's certainly one way to take it. You've just sort of embraced not giving a shit about harassment anymore.
I'm not giving a shit about certain things as well, like my tags. Like, I made fun of SpooknJukes for having, like, all sorts of bullshit in his tags, and then it's like, oh, that works. Okay, sure. I mean, like, why the fuck shouldn't I do it when I'm putting in way more effort than him anyways? Like, surely I can take this, right?
Okay, so you're definitely not going for the high road here. You've just decided,
I never take the high road. When have I ever taken the high road? I always admit to just being edgy.
Okay, fair enough. There's also the thing that you have kind of like with, you know what, let's just go more personal about you before I keep just like throwing shit at you relentlessly here.
Please.
Let's just like, let's chill back a bit here. Like, what do you want to do in life? What's your goals?
Oh, wow. Is this the start of the therapy appointment 30 minutes in?
Yeah, sorry. There we go. We're starting.
Is this going to be a video on your channel? I'm just wondering.
It depends if we can do anything to make you less shitty to the community. If not, then I don't know. Probably not.
Well, this really is like, I can fix them. Is that your goal here? Because you're not going to fix anything. I just think this is funny that I've gotten your attention so many times.
It's not really like a fixing thing. It's like, hey, you're in the community. It would be cool if there was a less shitty person in the community, because you can make good videos when you want to. Like, I think that video you made about, you know, the worst time at DBD, I genuinely enjoyed that. Didn't have any drama.
There's nothing to dissect in that video at all. That's the type of video people bring up. They're like, I liked that video, and I liked your video on like how the FNAF anniversary stream was bad, because those are like the two videos I made that are sort of like, you know, Arditha style, like history, you know, just like there's nothing to, they're unchallenging. There's nothing to actually take away from them, really.
So it sounds like you don't enjoy making those types of videos.
No, I actually do. I do from time to time. Oh. It's just, I like variety. I don't want to just do, you know, videos like the Degenerative DVD Twitter, which you said you haven't watched, but I assume you have.
I did after I said that.
Okay, so you're like, you know, I don't need a 20-minute video to tell me Twitter is cringe, even though I spend all day on it.
Yeah, no, that's how I know it's cringe, because I spend all day on it. It's, unfortunately, again, I don't know why we're twisting this back onto me here. I'm asking what you want to do.
You did ask me. Okay, so, I'm in college right now, third year.
Okay.
I'm actually going back in like 3 days, so yeah, shit's gonna slow down for me. Basically just been fucking around in the community this whole summer, but
yeah.
I'm majoring in film, I'm minoring in psychology.
Cool.
I live in California, so there's sort of a booming industry here, and there's like, you know, I like the behind the scenes shit. I've done work on a lot of short films, as just behind the scenes, even, you know, in like really amateur ones, I'm like an actor, but like I'm not good at that shit. But like,
yeah,
you know, I've edited a few local commercials, or like not local, just like commercials, made decent money off that. Like, so that's what I'm doing right now. YouTube is just a side thing for me. I'm never gonna take it seriously as a job. I like it. I think it's fun, but I'm never gonna take it seriously as a job. You know, that's why I upload
once a week and don't like, you know, make shit I actually care about. Because if you want to make it on YouTube, you either have, if you want to make good shit, you have to like hire an editor where you lose even more money, or you just have to be terminally online, or you just have to do just shit you don't care about, like what you do. So when it comes to YouTube, it's like making a living off of it is just not that smart if you want to not be terminally online. So, but I think it's fun. It's a fun pastime. But I just straight up make more money off the side projects I do for my college and shit, and for people. I'm trying to network right now, I guess, is the best way to put it. And I'm taking classes on doing that.
What's your ideal job? What do you want to get out of college?
That's a really good question, actually. I haven't really, like, I'm a little indecisive right now because there's just like a lot of, like, my twin sister is she went to college like a year before me, so she's just graduated like this time, and she's doing psychology and stuff, and she just got like an actual real job with a bachelor's and stuff, like a real job working for a sort of like a prison rehab, like therapy psychology thing. It sounds, cool. That sounds really cool. Like I want to do something like that maybe.
So you're more into the psychology than the film stuff?
I think I am, even though I'm minoring in it and I'm majoring in film. I think I don't know. I mean, both of these markets are like really good, right? Really big after COVID, because after COVID, everyone's mentally ill, and after COVID, everyone's online. So it's just like there's a ton of media that needs to be made every day with editing and shit. Yeah. And psychology is really big because, yeah, like I said, everyone's mentally ill. So it's just like, they're also just, they're two really big things I want to get into. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing over the past few years after graduating high school.
Okay. I mean, that sounds good. So it definitely sounds like YouTube is just a side thing that you're going to eventually just drop at some point whenever you get like your actual, career path, right?
You said I'm going to drop YouTube?
Yeah, like when you actually get your full-time career and that's like, that becomes your life, you're probably going to drop YouTube, or are you just going to occasionally just still upload shit?
I think I'm still going to upload. Now that I'm doing classes, things are going to slow down, definitely. I've been uploading about weekly. Maybe it's going to be like more like bi-weekly now. Or just like, maybe lower effort shit in between, but I don't know. I never taken YouTube seriously as like a real job, and I the money I make off of it is still like far below minimum wage. Like I don't care, but it's a nice side thing, like
sure.
I made like, I don't know, like 700 last month. That's like something. Like it's like groceries and like a few meals, for the amount of effort I put in, or for the amount of work I put in, it actually is probably a pretty good like effort to money
hour ratio thing you got going on. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because like, I spend like maybe 8 to 12 hours overall when it comes to scripting, editing, researching everything, maybe more depending on if it's like a really big video. It could be like up to like 18, but like that, a few of those per week for like 700 isn't like too bad, especially with streaming and shit. But I don't stream that much.
Yeah. So for your future and like, the career you get and stuff like that, I guess I want to talk about, you know what a digital footprint is, right?
I know what you're getting at here.
You should be worried. I'm telling you.
You really think I should? You really think I should? You really think so? What have I done that's like cancel worthy?
I'm so if you get an employer that shows you in a Discord call with rotten N-word of death, you're getting fired. You are fucked.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I guess it depends, unless you're working for the fucking KKK or something. They'll probably love that shit. But dude, I'm saying, I don't think you appreciate how much you are fucking yourself over online right now. You are making such a terrible name for yourself. It will live with you forever, and it's gonna haunt you.
It's just like it's just mean words.
Do you acknowledge that?
I mean, I don't. You really think so? You really think so?
Dude, I called my friend endearingly not even the hard R, the N-word, over a decade ago in a friendly way.
Yeah.
And people still give me shit and call me a current racist for that. And that was, pretty minor in the grand scheme of things.
That's people. Yes, that's people on. That's people online though. I mean that that's not like a real life thing. Like, have you ever even had a real job? It doesn't
matter, man.
Have you ever even had a real job?
Yeah, I've worked at flashgamelicense.com. I've worked at Best Buy. That's probably my most normie job. I've had several real jobs. But the point is, they all still look at your presence. If your real name ever gets associated with the handle RiverCiver, you are fucked. Any job you apply to, that will pop up. You're fucked. You need to make sure your name never gets connected to your handle, or you are screwed.
Are you guaranteed they're gonna do enough research to see me in an obscure Twitter screenshot with rotten N-word of death? You really think they're gonna do that much research?
It depends on the job. If it's just, if you're getting a shitty, if you're working at 7-Eleven, no, they're not gonna give a shit. If you're working for a company, yes, they'll probably do 20 minutes of Googling you research. And your YouTube channel, despite you saying is kind of small, is a pretty decent size. It's going to show up, and anyone that does any research, you are fucked. Like, it might not happen. You might get lucky, but I need you to acknowledge how much of a risk you are taking by continuing to be this edgy online. You must know in the back of your mind that you are playing with fire, right?
Do you think anything on my channel at a surface value is offensive enough for me to get fired from a job?
It depends on the job. Again, I think you're underestimating.
Okay, say I'm like working for the most like what? You think they're gonna do that much research? Like, even if they do, it's just like, what are they gonna see? Just like tweets that could be fabricated? Like, what are you talking about?
They might point it out to you and ask you, are these real? And if you lie, you're double fucked. So yeah, I think you're underestimating how, I guess you would say, sensitive HR departments are to this kind of shit. This will absolutely fucking destroy you in some jobs. There again, if you're working like,
I don't want to work at fucking 7-Eleven. Like, that's not what I'm getting a bachelor's for.
I know. My point is, actually respectable companies will check this shit. It doesn't take much to find it. And that's what I'm saying. You're probably safe for now, as long as your real name does not get attached to your handle. Like, I would be fucked because my name is my handle. But as long as you can separate those things, you might be okay. But I keep my online and real life as far away as possible from each other. I mean, I guess I'm not right now because I'm telling you like what I'm doing and shit, but you know. Sure. Look, the whole thing I'm trying to get at is you enjoy the edgy thing. I get it. I don't mean this to be condescending, but you're young. Everyone was a young, edgy dipshit at some point. I've done it. Everybody's done it. I think you take it way too fucking far, but everyone has a young, edgy... I'm just the shit you're saying, man. The people that you're hanging out with. Actually, you know what? Not even specifically you. I think it's more the crowd you hang out with that's much worse than you.
Am I tainted? Yeah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I would not have made a fucking server called the Villains of DBD if I didn't know what it would snowball into, you know?
Well, that means then you're owning it even more, so it's more reflective of you then, and it's possibly worse. I was trying to give you an out, saying, hey, maybe it's more the people that are around you, but
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that's great. It's good that you're owning who you are, but
at the end of the day, it's just bad words. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, but you saying that is not how the world sees it a lot. And I know that, like almost all the shit you say, I actually don't care about. It doesn't affect me negatively. I am default human being. I am straight white male. Pretty much nothing you say affects me in any way because none of that shit actually applies to me in a negative way. So I personally don't care. But I can acknowledge that the companies I work for or the people that I talk to and everyone else might care. And I feel like your problem is you're assuming your mindset is the one that everyone else has and should share, and that's just not how the world works.
Of course they don't. You mean that unfortunately or what?
No, I fortunately, actually, you're right. I shouldn't say unfortunately for you. Unfortunately for you.
I almost slipped up there.
Yeah. But the whole thing is, how long do you think you're gonna keep because you're gonna grow up eventually. You're gonna stop doing the edgy thing. You're not going to keep doing this forever, right?
I'm 22 years old. Like the quote-unquote edgy phase for most people ends in their teens. As
someone that's a 35-year-old boomer, fuck, it doesn't. I said some dumb shit in college too, man.
Dude, if I naturally progressed like everyone else in my generation, I would just be making porn jokes now, which is like what everyone does. Literally everybody. That is their only sense of humor. And like your sort of your sense of humor, like the self-deprecating white guy sense of humor, or just like referencing shit. That's the only, like, people are like, what I say isn't funny, you see what they think is funny. It's like it's far worse.
Mm-hmm. So you think that you're not in an edgy phase, you think this is just who you're going to be for the rest of your life?
That's an interesting question to ask someone whose brain isn't fully developed, so I don't know. Like, at this point...
Well, you just implied you were old enough to be past phases, and now you're saying your brain is not fully developed. Which one is it?
I mean, I'm saying, that's a fair point. It's just like, I don't know if you can chalk it up to an edgy phase, because this is the way I've been for a long time.
I mean, edgy phases can last for a long time. Huh? Like, they can start, like you said, when you're a teenager and not end until, I don't know, until you get a a real career and a house and a wife or something, like it could take a while for people to grow out of this shit. People maintain this for a while. My question is, do you think you're going to stay like this forever?
I have no way of. I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Do you want to stay like this forever?
I don't know either. Like at this rate, I'm pretty happy with it, just because like everyone else on the internet.
Are you?
Kinda. I mean, like everyone else on the internet. I mean, a majority of it is just the same cringe, annoying, unfunny people.
Okay, but you just. I mean, you've told me multiple times you have depression, so it doesn't sound like you're happy with it.
How's that relevant?
Because you just said you were happy.
Well, I mean, I can't fully be happy with depression. That's just like bad RNG, bad life roll. But like, you can't just like. I'm honestly doing fine. Like, I'm content. I'm content to wake up every day, go to college or in a bachelor's. Like, I'm still doing shit. Some people are so depressed they can't even get out of their bed every day.
Sure, yeah. Do you mind if it's something you want to talk about? Completely fine. Do you mind discussing like why you're depressed? Is it just a standard like chemical thing? Anything happen? Or?
It's literally just as far as I can tell, it's just hereditary from my mom. That's literally it. Like, it's just She had it. I have it. My sister has it. It's just a thing that we have. What kind
of depression is it? Like when I had depression in college, it was like I don't want to go anywhere. I'm just taking 5 Zoloft to just basically zombie mode. Like what kind do you have?
I mean, like, what kinds are there? Like,
I don't know. Just describe your personal experience.
There's like major depressive disorder, bipolar depression, all this shit. Like, I don't know. I just when it was diagnosed, they just called it like depression. Like,
yeah, I'm not asking for your medical DX here. I'm just saying, like, when you feel sad during the day, what is there an inciting thing, or you just wake up and like I am sad?
I guess I just wake up. I don't know. Like, I don't really think about it like this.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Do you think at all the negativity that surrounds you could impact that in any way?
What do you mean the negativity that surrounds me? What do you mean? Like,
I mean, you thrive off of negativity and rage and people getting upset and all that stuff. You laugh when people make emotional arguments and all that stuff. Like,
dude, I don't really know. I've kind of always been like this. Like, even before I was diagnosed with depression, when I was in. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you a story I've never told anyone. I was, it's like, it's not like fucking, oh my god, it's just stupid. When I was like a fucking 11 years old in 6th grade, I would go to Minecraft creative servers, and there was an exploit where you could, if you made a portal, you could, like an end portal, you could trap people in it, and they couldn't type, like, and that was a big problem, because if you can't type, then you can't teleport back to, like, your plot, like, where you can build shit.
Oh, I should be soft lock then.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just make like these huge like underground fucking.
Okay, but I mean, you were in 6th grade, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've always
cares.
Yeah,
I cheated in Warcraft 3 in 6th grade. That's not a big deal. Like, you're just a fucking kid then. I think that's totally different.
Okay, well,
I'm just being a little shit troll. That's fine.
Yeah, but I've always liked doing this shit, even in, even in real life. I did shit like this a lot. I just do shit for reactions because it's funny, but I also. Like, sometimes I like debate, other times I like to actually have an argument, but at the same time I like being abrasive about it because I think it's funny.
Okay, I guess the next thing I want to like go over here is, I mean, I'm not trying to like be a condescending douche here.
Okay.
I really apologize if I come off like that, but like, do you think you're ever gonna find someone, like you're gonna find like a girl that's like interested in you if you keep acting like that?
Like, you think I act the same way like I do online in real life? You really think I do?
You think she's not? You think okay? So you're acting? Are you acting fake online or fake when you're around girls?
I just like exaggerate online. Like I'm pretty nice and laid back in real life. The internet gives you so much freedom to do. It's the classic troll shit. Where it's just like when you're behind a screen, it's like it's just fun to fuck with people. But I mean, in real life, I'm a little abrasive and edgy sometimes, but like for the most part, I'm just like a normal guy, I'd say. Like,
okay, but like say you attract a woman and you're putting on your front of being a normal guy and everything, and then you actually get with her, and then eventually she's gonna realize all this shit. It's either you're gonna change.
What do you mean she's gonna realize all this shit? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sure eventually she'll learn of your history on YouTube, and you're not acting the same way as you do in real life.
I'm not like a turbo virgin, right? Like I'm not. I'm single.
Not accusing you of being.
I'm single right now, but I've had 3 girlfriends in the past, some for years. I mean, not everyone can get their e-kitten from Dark Souls like you.
Okay, But the whole thing I'm trying to point out is like, do you think that if you're putting on two different personalities and you're with someone and they find out that you're not acting as you act,
I'm not. Sorry to interrupt, but like I don't put on two different personalities. It's just basically exaggerated and stupid. Like.
So your online persona is an exaggerated form of your real life, basically, is what you're trying to say?
I guess so. I've never really thought about it before. Like, you're bringing some things to the table. I haven't really ever had the time to think about.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of this. I find this shit interesting. But so that's my point, man. I feel like that kind of shit is gonna come to bite you too. You might find like this fucking awesome person that's super into you, and then they find out how you've been acting for 7 years, and are like, oh, that's cringe. This guy's really immature. I'm leaving. Don't you think that would fucking suck?
Like you think they're gonna find out what I've done online? Like that I.
Of course they are.
That I called people mean words online and shit talk content creators. That's
yeah.
They're gonna
Some women might find that immature and might not like that.
Are you like?
I'm just saying.
Like, what kind of a weird hypothetical is this? Are you speaking from experience here, or what? Like, what is this?
This is not a hypothetical. I'm just saying a lot of women don't like immature guys, and you're pretty immature. That's it.
I'm immature online. You don't know anything about me.
Yeah, again, if you're immature online, though, that still is a large portion of your life. You're spending 12 hours a day editing a video. That's a large portion of your life. That's not some insignificant
12 hours a day. It's more like 12 hours a week, maybe.
I'm sorry, yeah, it's total for a video. You're right, sorry. But I'm trying to get you to reflect. Do you not think your incredible, trench coat edgy personality here is gonna have a negative ramification on a relationship in the future? You think you're gonna find someone that thinks, oh, that's super funny, and then you're gonna high five. You think that's gonna happen?
I never said that was gonna happen. It's just like you bring up all these hypotheticals of like, oh my god, calling people mean words and shit talking people online is gonna like lead to like you're gonna be homeless when you're 30 and like a meth addict on the streets. Like
I am not saying that, man. I'm not even trying to make you like feel bad about this. I'm just trying to make you acknowledge an actual possibility in your life based on your actions. That's it. I'm really not trying to like burn you or anything here.
Okay,
I just think.
Well, what do you want me to take away from this? Like, oh, okay, like I look in 5 years, like, oh my god, he was right. I met the coolest bimbo ever, and oh my god, she found out that
even just the way you talk like that, it's just that just reeks of. I know you're not an incel, but you do kind of talk like one sometimes. It's just this.
And I know you're not a cuck, but you do talk like a cuck. Like everyone talks like shit,
How so?
How do you talk like a cuck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just sort of like the skinny white guy, like Tyrone.
Skinny white guys are all cucks?
No, they're not all cucks. This one's like this, where you're just sort of like, just like glued to your chair, like cat shit in the background, just like sweatpants, just like.
What are you talking about?
Oh, this isn't really about you. I'm just saying, like, you can think a lot about a person from yeah. I mean, you can assume a lot about a person.
Hell, we can talk about how you keep mentioning cuckoldry. Why do you bring up people getting cucked every time they're in a happy, successful relationship? Every single person that's in one is cucked. Don't you think that's like a little projection and weird?
You mean you? You mean you and Spooks, who both look the same and act the same, and no one else?
Okay, so because we're both in loving relationships, we're both cucks?
I'm just saying, you guys kind of fit like the exact. I mean, you do know like the cuckold stereotype, right?
I don't even know what that means. I don't know enough about cucking to even.
Well,
I haven't.
Never played Cuckold Simulator. Okay, well, it's just like
have you played that game?
Yes, I
feel like there's some Freudian fucking closeted cuckoldry fetish shit going on here, but whatever. That's it.
I just think it's funny. Like it's the types of play Nintendo Switch, have Funko Pops. Like it's the same type of like you and Spooks basically.
Okay, whatever. The overall just level of immaturity and the fact that you enjoy being a shit stirrer online, those are traits that people do not find attractive. I don't know how else to word that.
It's just trolling. It's trolling and arguments at this point. Like it's just having fun.
You know what? Trolling and arguments aren't seen as attractive. I am with my wife and she loves me, but when I get into debates like this, she gives me shit, and she should, because it's kind of embarrassing for me. I like doing it because I just like talking and psychology and all that shit, but it's a little cringe. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little cringe.
Why does she give you shit for it?
Because I shouldn't be talking to a fucking 22-year-old about the shit I'm talking to right now. I'm 35. I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh man,
and she's kind of right.
You make an exception just for me.
Yeah, just for you. But the whole point is I'm speaking from experience, and I know what people are going to look back on and go, oh, that's fucking cringe. I shouldn't have done that.
Did you say you weren't speaking from experience? Like...
No, this is a different topic about saying
you're talking about
cringe shit in the past.
Looking back, okay.
Yeah. This is completely different. But the whole thing is, I think, like, there is no reason you can't be an awesome DBD YouTuber that doesn't make, like, the incredibly antagonizing shit you do. You can still even be edgy. You can still be edgy. There are just ways to do it without, like, completely dismantling other human beings.
You know
like,
what?
There are ways.
You know what I'm known for? That's literally so many of my comments are like, dude, I thought this whole community was so pussified. Everyone just makes vault speed builds. Everyone just says the same shit. You know, we got our yes men's. You know, like no one says it how it is. No one criticizes
Completely
other people.
agree.
No, you don't. Like
agree.
you don't even like criticism towards other content.
No, I'm saying I agree that is the audience you've cultivated. You have cultivated an audience of people that are exactly like you. And I'm sorry, can you think of a single successful big DBD YouTuber that does shit like you? If no, why?
My goal is not to be successful at this point. Thankfully, it's working out. Like, I'm getting good views for how new I am to the community, but I just want to put out my unfiltered opinions there, and people find what I do funny. Like, people find this shit funny because it's new, it's interesting.
Sure, because this game has a lot of 16-year-olds that play it. That's the kind of audience you got. A lot of other immature people. And if you're okay with that,
you think your audience is more mature than mine?
Oh, 100,000%, yes.
The ones that are just stimming in the comments over and over again, saying the same shit, like talking about Jim Beam or whatever, like...
They're not. Actually, we made fun of that. The whole thing, the last debate we had, you know what my biggest comment chain there? It was about people and artisans that have careers and jobs that enjoy my podcast-style content. Literally all people just with successful careers that enjoy the monotonous, droning podcast-style shit I make. So yes, I think my audience is far more mature than yours. I don't know. I know that 100%.
What kind of an example is that? Like, okay, there's like, what? There's kings, scholars, philosophers that listen to my videos sometimes. So okay.
No, I'm just saying there are grown adults that watch my videos, and most of your videos have, you know, audiences that are immature children. Again, which is a lot. Hell, probably.
You have any like? What is your burden of proof for that?
They like you.
Okay, so it is so like unfathomable to go against the grain in that way that they have to be an immature child.
No, just the way that you do it. Again, you seem to be under this impression that I'm just a yes man, even though I've shown you 1,000 examples of me going against the grain.
Which is like you saying syringe is bad or something, which is like what Hen said. And like anybody with like a functioning brain cell will be like, yeah, free 16-second heal is pretty broken, you know?
Sure, dude. Okay, I said killer ping is just as bad as having high ping is just as bad for Survivor and Killer. It's equal. So half the people in my comments saying, what the fuck you talking about, you stupid idiot? The point is, I wasn't an asshole about it. I still had a controversial, very cringe opinion to a lot of people. I just didn't have to be edgy. You can still have different takes. You can still absolutely speak your mind. You just don't have to like, you don't have to have like the Zoomer humor about it. You always make fun of like... You do. You always make fun of like Gen Z slang and all that shit. And then you throw in fucking Subway Surfer Family Guy clips like you're not doing the same thing.
What? When have I ever used Subway Surfers?
I'm just saying, like, as an example of just like the shit you need constant visuals on the screen, throwing Family Guy clips on there and stuff like that. You kind of do the same stuff.
Because it's stupid. It's just like...
That's the same reason they do it. It's just stupid.
You think it's comparable to like YouTube Shorts and shit, where it's just like there's like 100 million things like happening on screen at the same time? I mean, can I say the same for you, that you have to have like gameplay on the screen all the time? Like what are you talking about?
The type of humor that you do with random meme inserts and loud noises and stuff like that is a bit more on the younger side. I'm not saying it's as bad. It's not like you're fucking TikTok tier or anything, but you do make kind of young style humor, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying you have a very immature audience, and they have reinforced your behavior that you think that is like a great thing to do. And so you're in this, your own echo chamber of thinking, yeah, this is great. I'm getting some success with it. Not realizing that you're just surrounding yourself with people that are just like you, which are probably all suffering from the same shit. I know you're pretending that you're just happy-go-lucky and all that shit.
I'm not pretending I'm happy-go-lucky. I've never said that.
I'm pretty sure you said that early, but I apologize.
When did I say that? I'm not saying I'm miserable, but you know, things could be better. Like I'm not
Okay.
I'm not just gonna say like I'm not gonna lie. Like I could easily just be like,
Okay.
you know, like oh if I wanted to I could just lie and yeah say I have a girlfriend or something. But no, I don't lie about shit like that. 'Cause it's super cringe to lie about shit like that.
Okay, I agree. But the whole point is you are making content that is immature for an immature audience, and you could succeed just as much and probably more. Because again, I know you don't care as your career, but would it hurt to have what if someone said, "Hey, you can have 400,000 subs now and make 5 times the money"? Would you be like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want that."
Like making the same content I do now but slightly less edgy.
Yes.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, it's just fucking money. Like more views.
So why not do that? So why not do that?
Because it's not like this is what I'm known for. This is like my niche, you know.
That's the thing, though. You're so scared of losing the immature audience and gaining the rest of the entire, well, there's a reason why Otz has millions of subscribers. It's because he is more mature. People have just shown via numbers they prefer that over the edgy stuff. There are some people that like the edgy stuff, but you will undoubtedly find more success if you make the kind of videos you do, but in just a less edgy way. I'm not even saying change your content.
I don't really want to appeal to just like a normie crowd. Like there's already like so many channels that appeal to that. Like
you can.
I feel like
okay.
At this point, like there's a lot of people who, like, I would just get swept away. Like that again. This is like the only reason why I'm even doing remotely popular and why pretty much everyone knows my name in this community right now. I started 3 months ago, by the way. So like comparing me to Otz is ridiculous because he's literally been here like since day one. Not day one, but he started playing in 2017 and he was like Dark Souls shit before that. But like comparing me to that is ridiculous.
I'm not like comparing you number wise. I'm just saying I believe it's a win-win. I believe you could be more successful, still offer controversial takes, and not have 99% of the community fucking hate your guts.
I mean, there's a lot of DVD YouTubers who are a bit smaller than me that make kind of similar content to what I do, but like they don't have the balls to cover other people or really speak unfiltered, so they don't go anywhere. Like this is kind of unheard of in this community for me to just barge in like this and get videos that are doing this well. Like it's not like they're doing insanely well. I average maybe 15K, which is like not insane or anything, but like considering how new I am to I guess I am like coming back from like a resurrected channel, but that doesn't really matter. But still, like
I mean, it still does. You always say you have only a couple of thousand DVD subscribers, but you're still getting your shit pushed to 40,000 people.
Most of those are dead accounts. Like seriously.
How do you know?
Because they don't watch my shit. Like there was actually
how do you know?
There was a bit in between my GD shit, my DVD shit, where I made just like just variety garbage, like just random, why I don't like voice critical, why I don't like this, just random like videos on. You see it in my channel history, and those did like I did have fun making them, but they did very bad in terms of views. They got like 5,000 at most. I did make one on TF2 that got like 40,000, and I was like, oh, that did something. But I didn't really care about views, but eventually I just got kind of sick of it, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't know why I'm putting in like this much effort if it's just like that was my GD audience, and I know it's like like I'm not like blaming them for not watching. It's just fucking stupid. They're gonna go from a Cube game to me talking about why comparing Starfield to Cyberpunk is stupid or something. Like I don't expect them to watch that shit, but it's like I expect them to watch that over DBD, which is like pretty much as far away from GD as you can get in terms of a game.
So is it like a fair statement to say that you are genuinely scared of not being edgy because you think that's the only reason people watch you?
It's like not a bad point. It's just I wouldn't like. It's not like I'm forcing it though. Like it's just the way that I am. People are here for my personality. If I start toning it down, telling people they want to hear, being all nice, like I.
Yeah, but you just said your online persona is more of an exaggerated version of your real one, so you are toning it up.
This is how I've been online for like forever. Like even when I was taking, I for a while when I was taking a break between my GD content and this shit, I was calling with a group of friends from my GD server like every now and then, like a Discord group, and we'd play TF2, and I'd be even more toxic in that game in the voice chat and shit. Like it's just the way I am online. I find it funny. I find it entertaining.
I mean, still, don't you find it like kind of sad that you're just scared of your calling card is that you're edgy? That's your defining trait that you're proud of?
My calling card is hot takes, actual hot takes, not syringes bad, like Swift is cheating, shit like that. Editing, lots of it. Like, no one edits in this fucking community. I mean, I'm not, like, you know, godly, like, Flaze Fire level, like, turbo editing, but I edit more than most people in the community. Not probably as much as, like, Kaido or something, but, you know. And an abrasive personality. That's basically my three things that are helping me stand out.
So you're not reliant on the edginess.
I'd say it's, like, one of the 3 things that I'm really known for. But if it was taken away, then I guess, like, what you're saying is, yeah, it could still work, but still, it's just, like, it's what I enjoy. I don't want to just filter myself. Like, that's just lame.
Okay, I guess we can go into that. Why do you enjoy being edgy? As a 22-year-old, why do you enjoy being edgy?
Define being edgy. Like, what are you talking about here? It's pretty broad.
Here, the most simple of examples. Using bad words that you know are bad because it's XD funny.
Uh-huh.
Why do you find enjoyment in that?
Okay, yeah, we're getting really introspective now. I mean, blah, 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 something chalk value, you know, is like one thing, but it's also just, it makes people mad, and these are the people who, their entire sense of humor is like porn and shit. And that's just like that's what I find funny about it, is that it pisses people off who have a superiority complex because they don't use shit like this. And it's also just stupid at the same time.
Okay, so earlier you said you don't enjoy making people upset, but there you just said you do enjoy making people upset.
When did I ever say I don't enjoy making people upset? I literally said...
At the beginning of this discussion.
Okay, well, if I said that, I straight up, like, I must have been talking in a different context, because when it comes to, like, making people upset, that, yeah, it's funny. Especially if you're making them upset with an argument. Like, with just, like, stupid bait or something, it's less fun. It can be fun, but it's less fun if it's just like, oh, I'm, you know, stupid bait, I'm not taking it too seriously. But when it's, like, an argument in a video, like, you know, why Swift is cheating, that's, like, mixed in with, like, points, and it's also pissing them off, that's what I love. Like, that's what's really fun about the freedom of the internet.
So again, I'll bring back the thing I said earlier. You find enjoyment out of making other people upset, correct?
That's a very broad way of putting it, but I guess so.
That's true. That is sociopathic psycho shit. That's not normal. That's not how you should be as a human. I don't know how to quote that any better.
Maybe not in not in the three-dimensional real world, but here on the internet, it's the
not
Wild
much
West.
of an excuse.
What?
So you're using anonymity as an excuse to be a dick on purpose. It's not even anonymity. It's your you have an identity online now. It's not even just you just talking on 4chan or something. It's not much different. It really isn't, because the people you're talking to are also real people. I know you say it's not real life, but when you call Jane Romero an it, that does affect a real life person. Whether you think she's mentally ill or not, it still affects a real life person. So you can't use the excuse that it's just a separate thing, because it's directly impacting real people, right?
Okay, I mean, the people I bring up in that way are either annoying or did something to me first, or I think they're worth criticizing.
What did she do first?
I said they're either annoying or they did something to me first. I think she is worth criticism as a Twitter erotic creature.
Because she is annoying, she is worth dehumanizing as a human being.
With a word. Like, is it really that serious?
Surely you don't think that a trans person might be upset that you're calling them an it. Surely you're not that stupid.
Should I say him? Should I say him instead? Should I say him instead?
I don't. You say whatever you believe, man. But you're pretending like that's not going to upset her. You know it's going to.
No, of course it's going to upset her. That's the whole point. It's a little. It's a little jab.
Okay, but it's a little jab about. Okay, let's dial it back a bit. Do you consider being trans a mental illness?
One of my best friends is trans. I wouldn't say so. No, there's certain types of them that I would like.
You have word for word said it's a mental illness before.
When have I said that?
I don't remember which video it is. I can find it again. I don't say shit without proof.
There's no way I said that in a video.
A stream, not like one of your videos.
Oh, a stream.
One of your live streams.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck finding that. I don't know. I did. I don't fucking know. But I think the type of trans that Jane is definitely like an extreme mental illness.
Okay, so you think she has a mental illness? You think Jane Romero has a mental illness? Yeah.
I mean, not because she's trans, just the way she acts.
And your human default behavior is to make fun of a person with a mental illness.
Well, I don't know what kind of like this is the same thing you were doing with Twitter, where you're like, or on Twitter the DMs where you're like, why are you afraid of cancel culture? Like,
I mean, that's a separate thing we can talk about, but I'm
Isn't
just
this
asking.
kind of the same thing that we're getting back to, where it's like,
I think it makes you a sociopath. You know someone has a mental illness, and your default behavior is to go, let's make them feel like shit about themselves. Whatever happened to like protecting people with disabilities? Didn't you learn this shit in like elementary school?
isn't that like
Why
an
is that-
isn't that an extreme reach?
No, you are dehumanizing and making fun of someone that you consider to have a mental illness.
Okay, crucify
that-
me then. I don't know what you want from me. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to
that
say
makes
here?
you a sociopath.
A
I think that is
sociopath for doing that online.
Yeah, I really believe
So
that.
just baiting some terminally online Twitter lolcow, it makes me a sociopath.
If you know they have a mental illness according to you and you intentionally antagonize them, yes, I 100%.
Okay,
believe
what if instead of calling it a mental illness, I say, you know, they're cringe? How about that? Because that's pretty much what I mean
Sure.
by that.
that is not the same thing. Cringe is different. I think she's done some cringe shit before too. I actually had to mute her on Twitter for one point because she was constantly getting into arguments with other people. I was just tired of seeing it on my Twitter feed. I can agree with you if you said cringe, but that is not what you said. There's a very, very huge difference in those two
Between
things.
cringe and mental illness, yes. But
Yeah.
you really think I'm like, 100% like, yes, this person is, diagnosed mental illness. Like, you really think that's what I mean by that?
You just said she has severe mental illness. How else would I possibly interpret that?
I don't know what you're getting at here. You're saying like what you want me to like bend down and say I'm so sorry for, like,
No, I just want you to not do it.
not
Just
do
don't
it.
start-
Like leave
Just-
her alone,
yeah,
man. Leave her alone. Like I don't know what you're getting at here. This is weird.
It's not. It's really. It's weird to make fun of people that are mentally ill.
So
That's the normal take.
since she's mentally ill, I'm like not like she is not allowed to be criticized or jabbed
Oh
at
no,
in
you
any
can
way.
I just criticized her. She was annoying on Twitter before. I just
I don't know,
criticized
man.
her.
Maybe she's
I did-
annoying because she's mentally ill. Are you like ableist or something?
That is possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You know what I'm
using
trying to
your
say
I'm
here,
using
and
your
you're,
logic here.
that's not logic. That is you're using brain damage against me.
I'm using your
You are-
logic.
That's not at all what I said, and you were twisting that into such. I feel like you're kind of boxed in here, and you're just kind of lashing out now
Okay,
because you
well,
don't really know what to
if
say to this.
Boxed in. Okay, what do you mean I'm boxed in? What have you boxed me in with here? Like I think this person on Twitter is annoying. They're mental. So what? You want me to say I'm the Joker? I'm a sociopath. Blah blah blah. Like, is that what you want me to say? Like, what do you want here?
Sure, yeah, that would probably help a little bit, and maybe realizing that you shouldn't do that.
I just don't take this online shit as seriously as you. I know you live here, but I just don't take it I don't take it very seriously.
Yeah, you just keep using the excuse that it's online, so it doesn't matter. SpooknJukes was doxxed online. Do you think
Yeah.
it doesn't matter?
You know what makes doxing bad is that it actually relates to the real world. Like relates
No,
to
it's
your
usually
actual
just
real
it's
life.
usually just threats. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen to him.
Well, no,
I'm sure he'll be
nothing's gonna
just fine.
happen, but still though, that is actually a physical thing that could still keep you up at night. You know, like.
Okay, and you don't think a trans person who is having gender identity crises might not be kept up at night too by you dehumanizing them and calling them an it?
Calling them an it versus doxing someone is the comparison you're making.
I am saying it's affecting. I don't think the severity is the same. I'm saying it's still affecting someone in real life based off of your online actions. That's the point I'm saying. You keep trying to distance the two as completely separate when they are very clearly linked between online action and real life consequence.
Okay,
and
so
you are not accepting that.
Is that the point you're trying to make here then?
Yes, the things you are doing are having real life consequences to real people. It's gone so far past just trolling someone you find annoying online into you're just being I don't know how to say anything other than sociopath. If you derive pleasure from making fun of mentally ill people, you're a sociopath. That is I don't know how to better describe it.
What real world consequences is it causing besides I hurt their feelings?
I mean, okay. Surely you know the suicide rate of trans people is much higher. Why would that be?
You think saying that is gonna cause that? Like Jane Monroe's gonna cut my name
You
into
don't know that.
Gonna cut my
No,
name into like, what are you talking
No,
about?
I'm sure she'll be fine. But you don't know that. You have no fucking idea what they're going through. What if they did? What if because of what you did, they just straight up killed themselves?
What is this hypothetical now? This is getting like, oh my god, this is getting ridiculous.
It's not, because my point is you don't know what these people are going through. And when you say shit like this and just go, haha, XD, I'm just joking around, trolley face.
I mean, I'm
you
not
don't
joking
realize-
around. Like, it's baked in real
Fine.
criticism as well.
Fine, just troll face then. You
With criticism.
don't. Sure. Again, you can criticize them for being annoying, terminally online, and all that shit. That's fair game for everybody. I think that's fair. You saying I'm terminally on Twitter? High five. Good criticism. I agree. The point is you're attacking personal aspects of people that are not under that criteria anymore. Now you're just beating down on what you consider to be a mentally ill person, which is fucked up. That's shit you shouldn't do, man.
I never attacked Jane for being trans. I used the right pronouns in the video, as you pointed out.
Yeah, but then you also call them it in the video too, so you're just.
I call a lot of
full
people a
shit.
creature and an it. I call a lot of people that. Just people who rot online. I called Greenie DBD an it.
Hey, are you gonna? Is that's the defense? I call everyone that, so it's that wasn't a.
I mean, what do you like? What exactly do you want from? What are you trying to say here? Like,
I just want you to maybe acknowledge that the things that you are doing, despite only being online, can have real world negative ramifications.
So you're saying because there's a 0 negative chance that Jane Romero will, like, kill themselves over what I said, not the millions of arguments they have every day on Twitter. What I did is the problem.
I am saying, as a normal human being, if you cause an action that has even a 1% chance of causing something like that, even if you don't even feel guilty about it, you should still feel some negative feeling. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that, because I feel like I'm describing a normal reaction to someone that doesn't have normal emotions. I don't know how to, like, push this on you.
I really am the Joker.
Fucking maybe, man. I don't know. It kind of sounds like it sometimes.
Like you just have this like evil, like black and white villainous perception of me. It's hilarious.
No, if anything, I'm trying to humanize you as much as possible here by just attributing it to you being immature and stuff. Because I don't know that you even like. I think you're allowed to criticize them for being annoying. I'm just saying, I just want you to maybe acknowledge that the things that you said have real world ramifications. That's the only thing that I'm trying to get you to admit here. It's not just silly fun online. It's affecting a real person, and you've done this, with a lot of people.
I mean, can I bring that up? Like, everyone who's criticized me, like, oh my God, Rapid Main put my face on Twitter. He was like, you can't make fun of Jane when you look like this, dude. He's putting my face on Twitter. That I'm so insecure. Like. Oh my! You should go call Rapid Maid now and say, like, how do you feel no remorse for this, man? Are you some sort of sociopath?
I think that's immature too.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think of all the things to attack you for, appearance should be the bottom of the list. You have done. You're kind of an asshole. There's plenty of things to criticize you for. Going for appearance is just bottom of the barrel shit. It's not even going to help an argument. That just kind of lowers you and makes everything else you're saying less meaningful. So. Yeah, I think that would be a stupid argument to make.
Okay, well, people bring up shit all the time. Like it doesn't affect me because I don't care. It's online. It genuinely
that's great. That's great that you're mentally resilient to that. But you must obviously know that not everyone is as resilient as you, right? And do you think they should be punished for being less resilient than you?
I mean, like, your only hypothetical here is like there's like a 0.1% chance that Jane will kill themselves over my Twitter video, which they haven't responded
not even suicide. How about she has a nice little cry later and she's depressed for a day? That's still a real world ramification. That probably actually happened. And you're saying, haha, that's funny. Fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
That's weird.
That's the thing. If you have that mindset, I'm telling you, man, you're going to fucking die alone. I don't know how to word that. I'm being mean there.
It's so simple for you. It's so black and white, isn't it?
Yeah, the basics of how love works. I guess unless you find another sociopath, but I can't imagine that.
It's insane how much you know about me from shit I do online. It's just you know me so well.
Again, if you are telling me that you are a completely different person, you're right. I don't know you in real life, but you keep making the mistake of thinking your online life and your real life are not going to coincide at some point. You keep thinking that's the case, like it's just two completely separate things. That's not how the world works anymore. Everything is connected, man.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my personality. You're just like, if you say a bad word, then you're gonna die alone. It's like,
No, of course that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying if you have such a non-existent level of human empathy for people, the whole concept of love is the definition of the utmost empathy for another person. If you have no empathy for
You realize
people,
if I can, of course I care about people. I care about my family and shit. These are people I know and I build relationships with. Of course I care about my IRL friends and shit. It's not like I'm a sociopath and like, oh my god, one of my friends
that's good.
trips and I'm like, haha, you know, you got hurt. Like, it's just fucking random people online I don't
shit.
care about.
Oh, that would be something you do to a friend. If one of my friends trips, I'm gonna fucking laugh at it. That's kind of what friends do.
Okay, yeah,
But-
maybe that's not the best example, but I'm just saying, like, you know, something actually bad happened. I'm not gonna be like, haha, I'm gonna laugh at your misery. It's like, I wouldn't even do that to random people I don't know in the street. It's literally just Twitter. Like, it's Twitter. It doesn't matter.
I guess that's just where we differ then, and maybe we'll just have to agree to disagree on that. But Twitter is still people that log on the internet.
Still, it's like, you know, if I see a homeless guy on the side of the street, I'm not gonna be like, haha, fuck you, you're homeless. Like, you know, like GG easy. Like, it's like that's not what because I guess it's just because I'm there in person, you know, like, because
Again, I get that, and you know what? So that's fine. But that does imply that you are either putting on a front online or you're putting on a front in person. And I asked that before, but which one is more like who you actually are? Which dominates most of your personality?
That's like a good question. I mean, I'd say in person, probably. Just like the more normal side. Like,
so how you act in person is more like how you actually are. And then the front you put on online is not a realistic depiction of you,
not
right?
like super real. I mean, if you want to know like the best depiction of me, just watch my streams, I guess, when I'm not talking like this. I mean, maybe maybe this actually is the best way to know what I'm like, but maybe not. I don't know. But just like the streams where I'm just chilling and talking to people and playing DVDs, like that's usually me. I usually get much more abrasive when it comes to like videos and just like posts and Twitter and shit.
Okay, but the whole thing is you're not online who you are in real life.
Well, no, I don't think any. Are you the exact? Are you like the exact same? Like, is that,
yeah, exactly the same.
So maybe that's maybe I'm the weird. I guess I'm the weird one here, but literally, I just
no.
Some people
I don't think it makes you weird. I just do think for how many times you give people shit for being fake, you're a little fake yourself.
You really think I'm fake? Like, just because I
You just admitted it, yeah.
If it was the other way around, maybe I'd be fake. But if I was like making myself nicer,
it's not directional.
Online,
You're fake one way or the other. You're still fake. You're not acting as you actually are either in real life or in person, or I'm sorry, online. So you're fake somewhere.
well, I guess it's up to me to figure out where that is because I have not done this introspection. But
Well, that's good. I think you should focus in on your real life side because it sounds like you're way less of a shithead in real life, and that's great. And
I'm
that's
way
probably
less of a shithead. But you know, it's like online is like an outlet, I guess, in some ways. Especially now that I have a channel and I just fuck with people. It's like it's fun. It's like, you know,
is that the only way you can find fun online? You can't find fun just debating other people and beating the shit out of them in debates because you know more about them. I find that super fun.
Debating.
I don't have to be.
I don't really like debate culture. Like I've done a few.
You
but
kind of do. Your Twitter handle says I love winning arguments with people that are too emotional.
Debate. I thought you meant like this. Like no, but when it comes to
I don't necessarily mean that.
when it comes to arguments online, sure, yeah. I mean, I think it's fun just fucking around with arguments, yeah. Especially because so many people in this community just do not know how to argue to save their lives because they're just
I agree.
handheld by people like you who just tell them what to think. So when you actually bring up like points, like they just crumble. Like there was a guy on Twitter the other day who, I mean, actually it was like a month ago, but you know, I was like something like this. I posted about some video that was about me. I'm like, oh, he left out this context, and then there's this guy who posts like a picture of like Alan Wake like dead by the doctor, like with like the charred face. He's like, don't you leave out context? He has like a reaction image. Like he like tries to punch at me with that. Like, don't you leave out? And I'm like, can I have an example? And he just like gave up basically. He just started like sending gifts and shit. So like that's what I like doing. Is just completely shitting on people in arguments where they just give up to the point where they don't even.
Feels good, right?
It does.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I love that. So why not focus on that more?
Oh, that's pretty much what I focus on. What like.
But my point is, you don't need the other shit to be just as successful. I think you can do the exact same stuff without, punching at people. You can defeat their arguments, but you seem to go for the person way too often. And I think that's probably the main criticism most people have with you. You can make great arguments. You just don't have to actually, for as much shit as you give people for doing ad hominems, you kind of do it all the time. You directly go after
I mix in ad hominems with real points. If I'm just doing ad hominems, it's boring. But if I mix them in with real points, it makes it interesting and funny.
I see. I think it's unnecessary and just makes your arguments weaker. As soon as you start going for the people, it detracts from the accurate points you're actually trying to make, and then all it does is hurt your image.
If me like throwing in some jabs hurts your feelings to the point where you can't hear my argument, that's your problem.
I don't think that's necessarily my problem. That's just how arguments have worked since the dawn of time. That's why it's called a logical fallacy. That's what an ad hominem is. It's a logical fallacy. It makes your argument weaker. I didn't name that shit. That's been happening since fucking Plato.
You don't think a good placed ad hominem makes the not only more entertaining, more funny, but just
sure, it can make it more entertaining. I agree if people have a hate boner for the person you're talking about, but it makes your argument weaker, without a doubt.
You think all the time it makes it weaker, regardless of what you said.
It immediately detracts, yes.
So you could have an argument, but I feel like it's an opinion at this point. Like, I feel like...
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
You could just like, call someone, bring up a good point, and then just call them a bitch at the same time, and then you're saying their argument is just worse, like, straight up because of that?
I wouldn't even say that's an ad hominem. That's a fucking one word.
Okay, maybe that's stupid. You have a bad hairline or something, like, haha...
Yeah, that sounds like you're pathetically deflecting. It does make your argument sound weaker, yes.
I just think, like, if you bring that up along, if it's your only argument, like what Rapid Main does, then sure. I think that's like really embarrassing. But
I think if you don't include it, your argument just remains strong. And then even if you got one guy pointing out in your comments saying, "Oh, you did an ad hom there," that guy wouldn't be there if you didn't do that, and you'd have one less point against you. It just simply makes your argument stronger. I'm just saying this from like.
It's such a... I know you're, like, good at debating at this... like, you're, like, a guy who likes to debate. I don't. I think it makes it just way more entertaining and just way more...
But you like arguing, though, which is just short-form debating. It's just debating, but in a smaller circumstance. So you do kind of like it.
I mean, I like, if there's some SpooknJukes fan in my comments saying some copy-pasted bullshit, I'll debunk him, and then I'll call him a slave or something as well. Like, you want me to just debunk him in, like a robot and just say, like, this is why you're wrong? Like, literally no flavor, no personality to it at all?
No, I think you can match the energy that they're giving you. If they're going after you personally, then I think, yeah, sure, go for it. I think that's totally fine. But if you're just having a discussion about a particular topic and then you backpedal to that, I
could see that, because, like, if we were, I'd say for the most part we're being pretty civil here. If I just started calling you all sorts of shit, yeah, I feel like I'm matching your energy for the most part. But maybe I've thrown in a few stupid jabs here and there, like calling you a cuck or whatever, but you called me an incel, so I would call it even, but, like...
Yeah, I know we both don't care about that.
Yeah, I genuinely do not give a fuck, but, am I not matching your energy kind of here? Like, I'm not just, throwing an ad... Like, this is how I argue. I mean, I guess I do match their energy for the most part. If someone's being obnoxious, saying bro, I'll just call them a brobot or something as well, or just, like, call them TikTok washed or something if they're spamming, like, crying emojis or dead rose emojis or something. Like, I usually just point out something alongside the argument. Yeah.
You also have, like, said that you don't really care what people think about you. Do you still stand by that statement?
I don't care what people think about me if it's not, like, if it's a bad argument. I don't care about like ratios if I'm actually, if I'm not proven wrong. That's why I actually cared about...
If you don't care about that stuff, then why do you always comment so much when your videos get massively disliked? If you didn't care, you would probably just ignore that, right?
What do you mean comment?
You have commented on your videos before that have gotten mass amounts of dislikes, even when the video had nothing to do with trauma. And you said, "Oh, look at all these dislikes," which shows that you care about dislikes.
I usually bring up the fact that none of them have a good argument from all the ones I've scrolled through. I'm just calling them out for being group thinking.
Sure. And that's fine, but my point is you say you don't care about that stuff, but you obviously must because you do mention it.
I guess you could say I care, but not to the point where it's like, it's going to ruin me. I mean, of course I'd care about a video getting... I'm
not saying that. I'm just saying it's a factor. It's a factor that you do take into account. Even if it's not a big factor, you do care a little bit about what people think about you.
Well, yeah, doesn't everyone? Like, I still think I care a lot less than most people in the community, considering the shit I say and the shit I do. Like, obviously, the shit some of the shit I do, like, if Starva did it, he'd be booted. Like, it'd be unacceptable. That's what's funny about it for me, is I can do it.
So there's also the point that you make about, like, punching down a lot. You kind of don't like when people
I've given up at this point. Like, everyone gets away with it. I don't fucking care at this point. I really don't care. Sure. Like,
okay, moving on to the next topic.
Yeah, I cared. I will completely concede that because I just do not give a fuck at this point. Everyone gets away with it. Nobody cares. The people did it to me. It doesn't matter. I'll do it to other people now. It's a funny double standard. I don't care at this point. Like, I started off by thinking maybe the community would have a bit more decency, or seeing someone as an underdog, or seeing it from both sides. But no, everybody thinks black and white, so I just don't fucking care at this point.
Okay. I mean, you have a very black and white. There's nothing to talk about there. That's fine.
Okay.
So you call yourself, like, the villain of DBD, right?
Sure. I mean,
I know you do it kind of jokingly, but
yeah.
It's kind of like, a moniker that you're proud of it, right?
I kind of am, yeah. Honestly, at this point.
Why do you want to be the villain?
I never said I wanted to be the villain. I'm just saying I've been vilified for the stupidest shit, so I might as well, you know.
You're not joking. You're fucking Batman. But all right, go on.
You're kind of funny sometimes, but yeah, like I've been vilified for the stupidest shit, so I might as well embrace it, right? Like, I've been vilified for even since the beginning. I've been vilified for, like, saying I don't like Sky Faction's content or something. Just like this, like, just the most random, holding people hostage in a video game and trolling them is, like, makes me Satan, basically, to the community. So it's like, at this point, it's like, fuck it, might as well embrace it, Especially being this disproven.
Yeah, this is the thing that I see a lot, and I don't think it's, like, the correct way to do things, but this is just my opinion. So many times I will see someone, like, someone will offer someone some mild criticism or something like that. Let me just bring up, like, a hypothetical example.
Okay.
Someone will say, like, someone will, like, say the R slur or something like that. And they didn't mean anything by it. They were just calling their friend that or something like that. Just, they weren't trying to be mean or anything. Well, they just said it.
Yeah, I mean, you know a lot about that. It's like fucking people. Oh, yeah. People really hated you for, like, using the word retard, like, back in 2021 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, look, I grew up with that shit.
Yeah, it was not Dude, I remember when my friends in school were teaching me swear words. They're like, retard means really, really, really stupid. Like, they.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone just used it as a synonym for stupid. My parents my fucking teachers called me it. Yeah. Like, no one actually used it to make fun of disabled. Hey, dude, in my high school, if you called a mentally disabled person that, people would beat the shit out of that guy. Like, it was.
Okay, well, I didn't quite live there. I guess you live in Florida, so maybe it's a bit different. It wasn't quite like that for me.
But yeah, but the whole point is, like, even if someone doesn't mean anything, like, bad from it, like, I'm again, just a hypothetical example here. Someone might criticize that person. And then when that person gets criticism, they go, no, like, I'm not trying to be, like, mean here. I'm just joking with my friends. Absolutely no harm, no foul. I'm not trying to insult anybody or anything like that. But then the people giving them shit, like, on Twitter or something, will double down and go, no, fuck you. You're ableist. You fucking suck. And that causes the other person to get more and more defensive about it, and more defensive, until they eventually snap and go, fuck it, you're all that word. And then they start doubling down on it even more. I see this so much where people do a pretty harmless thing, get criticized and criticized and criticized. If you apologize, it doesn't seem to help. And it just eventually boils over into a point where they just say, fuck it, I'll embrace it. And it seems like that's kind of the path you took, right?
With punching down?
Yeah, whatever. Just in general. For the type of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
You got criticized more and more and more, and then you're like, fuck it, I'm the villain, embrace it, let's go.
Yeah, because, like, that's not, like, me improving, but I don't get, like, all I get are retards. Like, I swear, I like, some of the only constructive criticism I've ever gotten is, ironically enough, from you and Spooks. Or, like, some of the only people who have actually given me shit where I, like, think about it. Because everyone else, it's just the same parroted, copy-pasted...
Most people on the internet are stupid, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same parroted, copy-pasted, like, parasocial bullshit. Like... Like you and I'm not even trying to be like suck your dick or something. You and Spooks are the only ones, especially you. Like, Spooks, like, does argue kind of emotionally, but he has given me some shit where I'm like, okay, but yeah, some of the shit you've said is like, yeah, like, that's actual criticism, but most of it is just like it's the same nothing points. Like,
it gets frustrating.
Rage bait, like I don't know if you see, I literally do have a video I send people if they just say, like, meaningless bullshit. It's like an unlisted video. Yeah. It's just, you've probably seen it.
I know, right? I've seen it. Okay. That is, I don't want to talk about that because that shit's cringe to me. But
you think it's what's cringe about? You really don't want to talk about what's cringe about that?
It's just embarrassing that you spent time making that.
I didn't make it. My friend did.
Okay, that does take a little bit off your back then.
Yeah, my friend I recorded it, but my friend edited it. But still, like, what? Even if I did make it, what's embarrassing about that?
It's just very, I don't know. It's just very young humor to me. It just seems immature, but it's whatever. It's really a nothing burger.
Okay,
it's really a nothing burger. I don't care.
Okay, fine. If you just let me ask, like, should I really waste the time? Like, I see a comment that says blah 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 rage bait. I can either scroll past it, call them a slave, or just send the video. Like, the video just is everything I want in there. You know, it lets them know that they're so generic that I literally have nothing to say to them. Like the fact that I even made a video like that in the first place, bringing up their points, is like isn't that kind of like, I don't know, I think it's kind of a funny response. Like, what's like so cringe about it?
It truly does not matter. Just because I think it's cringe doesn't mean it is. That's just my opinion.
Okay, you just haven't really described why it is, but okay.
So the whole villain thing, I'm curious, were you always a villain? What were you like at the initial birth of your channel? Were you always like that?
What, you mean like fucking Geometry Dash UFO challenge 8 years ago? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what you used to do.
That was my first video ever. I just uploaded like Geometry Dash like video. Like, I was kind of known. I was decently controversial in GD, not to the point I am here, but what I did was basically, I mean, do you know any? It's my obsession in middle school. You probably know the game. It's like, you know, square jumps over cubes, goes into portals, turns into different.
I know the
like,
general gameplay.
It's a fucking shit mobile game, yeah, but. It has a significant amount of depth to it because of the user-created levels and shit. So basically what I did is criticize user levels, is like my main, and just have sort of hot takes. And I was like kinda known for that. And I eventually I also did start criticizing other content creators for shit as well.
Okay.
So I kind of was. I mean, I guess you could say I kind of always was. Like, it's just...
Well, that's interesting because you said you got criticized and then you kind of got pushed into that, but now you're saying you kind of were always like that. So dude, you were always like that?
The first DVD video I made is trapping streamers in corners. By being criticized, and like, I thought you meant like, you know, punching down or like being this or that. Like, no, being like a villain or just being an asshole in general. I guess no, I never got pushed into that.
Okay, so you just default were like that.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's just the internet, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I guess the summary of the whole thing is, I don't think you're like evil. I don't think you're evil. I don't think you're like as malicious as a lot of people say.
You think I'm a sociopath still, like by definition.
That doesn't mean you're evil. But
okay, but that's like pretty bad though, right? I don't have that diagnosed at all. It's just like some shit you're pulling out of your ass.
I'm not a therapist. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's just what I'm saying. Don't take it very seriously. But I think it's like, dude, I've seen you. You get more, I don't want to say more shit than you deserve, because you deserve some shit. But I've seen people like, you know, people obviously take it to, dude, there's that one guy like just calling you like a fucking pedophile rapist and shit like over and over again with like, yeah, I agree, but people are going too hard. Like, I don't really think you're any of that shit. I really just think it's as simple as you're just a dumb, immature kid. I think it's no deeper than that. Would you agree with that? Yes. Would you agree with that?
I cannot say in hindsight. I really can't. You said, oh, maybe I'll look back on this and be like, man, I was so cringe. If only I had the, you know, the self-deprecating white guy humor, maybe I would have been funnier. But I just don't know at this point.
Okay. Well, then the best I can do is tell you that you are currently doing that and you will regret it in the future. That's the only thing I can say. You do with that information whatever you want. I'm not your fucking dad. Just do whatever you want with it.
What do you mean regret it? Like, I'm just going to look back and be like, oh, that was cringe. Or I'm going to be like, oh my god, they found me saying Scott Junn tweets 76 times a day on Twitter, and now I'm fired from my NASA job.
No, they're going to see the people that you were hanging out with in the company that you keep and be like, maybe this guy is not what we want for our company or whatever. I don't fucking know, man. I'm just saying, in some way, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. I guarantee it.
I could be denied a job over DVD drama.
Yes. Well, not over the drama. The way you conduct yourself on the internet, 100% you can be denied a job, yes. And even fired if they find out later. HR departments go fucking crazy about that shit.
On a surface level, my channel is fine. Like, that's the thing. Like, you really have to look for, like, the bad words I've said. You know, someone like Void Todos, his gym was contacted, and he got kicked out of his gym. Because his...
I'm saying shit like that, man. It can happen.
You know who that is, right? I assume you know who that is?
Yeah,
you know,
he's the cheater guy,
You know
right?
everyone. You know, I forgot, but...
Yep.
So, like, but that's because he has videos on, like, front page of his channel, like, you know, tunneling gay survivors as Trickster or something. Like, I don't have videos like that are, you know, the most offensive video I have straight up is, like, holding people hostage. And even watching that video, like, none of the videos I have anything bannable, offensive, really, at all. Like, just me saying mean words. Like, the odd Discord screenshot here or there could be fabricated. Like, I don't think it's as big a deal as you think it is.
I do think everyone in the world would benefit from you being less edgy. That is the summary of this entire discussion. Yes. Everyone in the world would benefit from you being less edgy.
Again,
I guess
can you define edgy? Like just
into like saying, I don't know, like saying Jane Romero is a pedophile, just shit like that.
I never say that in the video. I say that in a tweet.
Brother, your fucking the thumbnail says age is just a number on her pictures. Fucking stop.
I mean, it's not
Just
like
stop.
it's not like a false allegation or anything. It's not like I'm like fabricating.
Don't weasel out of this. You know what that means. Just fucking stop. I'm not even gonna entertain you trying to defend this.
I'm not
just,
defending it. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's like you calling me an incel. You don't have proof, but it's just a word you use to fucking just as like an insult, basically.
Shit, man. At least the behavior you had was somewhat defining evidence of it. But you're right. I shouldn't have said that because I don't know that. You have
People
again.
do this shit all the time, so it's like, why is it okay when they do it?
You're right. It's not, and I probably shouldn't have. But the way you conduct yourself is very similar to one. But you're right. I can apologize. I don't know that you are one. So fair. I can
mean,
say
to
I'm sorry.
be fair, an incel is not nearly as bad as being called a pedophile because it's not like a crime, but
yes,
still, it's just.
But you get what the overall shit I'm trying to say with all this.
I get it. I get what you're saying. It's just at this point I don't even know. Like I want to stick with what I'm doing because people find it funny. I find it funny. Like I'm growing very quickly off of it. Like it's just.
Do you think growing off of hate is a sustainable thing though?
I never made this channel to be like very long term sustain. I mean, I still want to make videos for years because like, you know, like
you send so many mixed messages like. I can't tell if you want this channel to succeed or you don't care.
I don't know either. Okay, that's like I'm not even trying to like weasel out. I genuinely don't fucking know. For the time being, I do want it to succeed though. I really do. I mean, like succeed as in, you know, being the controversial guy with the edgy opinions so no one can prove wrong. Like that's what I've been, and like I don't see anything wrong with that.
I just think you could find more success doing not that. You can still be everything that you are. Just take off the trench coat. That's all I'm saying. Just less edge. You can still be controversial, hot takes, and all that shit. There's a better way to do it. That's the only thing I'm saying about this. And that's all I really care about. I think the community would be better off if we had another insightful YouTuber that can bring up good points and good arguments to things that most people disagree with. I kind of like that stuff.
You're saying I'm not that? Like, I mean, yeah, I say bad words, but I still have not heard, like, many good arguments versus some of my points.
I don't really. I'm not arguing with your points. I'm talking about the manner in which you conduct yourself.
I mean, maybe it's not insightful, but I'm still bringing up arguments. Like the only difference between, you know, me and like everyone else is the fact that I just throw in a little bit of spice. You know. Maybe just throwing a jab here or there to another creator who I think is annoying. Like, is it really the end of the world?
No, of course it's not the end of the world. It's just I think that look. You know who Darkside Phil is?
Yes, of course I know who Darkside Phil is. The King of Hate.
Okay, yeah. So people watch Darkside Phil. I fucking love watching Darkside Phil.
I watch clips all the time on Twitter. Have you seen the one where he's like shooting? He's playing Night Rain. You've definitely fucking seen it. It's when he's shooting at a abductor.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's funny. And the reason people watch him so much is because he's a fucking clown.
I'm not I'm not that type. I'm not a lolcow though. I mean, people.
You're a little bit of a lolcow to people that are not in your community.
You really think so?
Everyone that is not specifically a direct follower of yours thinks you're a lolcow. Every single person. You are literally Darkside Phil here. And I don't want you to be.
Am I really? Like, because Darkside Phil isn't.
Truly are.
He's not an arguer though. He doesn't have argument. He's just a loser.
No, I don't mean, well, that's what everyone thinks of you, but I don't mean in the sense of what you literally do, in the sense of how negatively everyone thinks. People like watching you to make just a clownery of it. That's the main reason the majority of people watch you. That's why when you stream Dead by Daylight, you have 50 viewers, but when you stream a debate with SpooknJukes or whatever, you've got 300 viewers. It's because they want to watch you be a clown. And that's not something you should aspire for. You should aspire to be someone who wants to watch because you have great intellectual takes and make good points, and people are respecting your opinion. That is the reason you should want people to watch you.
Why do you think people know about me in the first place?
Because you make hot takes. Oh, because you make hot takes, and then you also, on top of that, just fucking attack everybody. The main reason you have a channel for YouTube now is because you attacked every other content creator. And so that's the main reason you did. That's why you grew. If you attack everybody and
there's
their
a
viewers
lot there's a
come
lot
in
of people there's a lot of people who are like, you know, I saw you from the Scott Jund debate. I know you proved you wrong in some slander you said, but I thought some of the things you're saying were, you know, blah blah blah. You know, I watch both of your guys' stuff now, like shit like that. You know, like there's a lot of people who are just like, hey, I saw you from the spook, you know, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, that's is there anything truly wrong with like converting people to a different way of thinking? You know, not going against the grain for once.
I think the people that at least came from my community that said that to you just simply haven't watched you enough, because they wouldn't say that otherwise. There is no way that anything like that. My audience and your audience does not coincide in any way. I don't accept that at all. They just must not know enough about you.
It's just the DBD community like so many people watch you. It's not just like you have like a set audience of, you know, quirky, self-deprecating white guys who wouldn't watch me. But I mean, wouldn't watch, me.
All right. I mean, look, I think I've said the main things I want to say. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I guess we can end it here. Yeah. I mean, it was a good discussion overall. I get what you're saying. Like, I could do more with less edge, but it's just that's what I'm. You know, it's what I'm known for. But you know, what am I not supposed to be known for that? Like, I don't think I'm Dark Side Phil. I really don't think so. Like, I think Lolcow is not the right word, because I'm an argumentative person. Dark Side Phil is someone people watch on their own. I mean, they watch him just fucking scream at games. Like, when it comes to me, like, I have attention through my arguments. I would say I'm a Lolcow if my arguments were constantly being disproven over and over again in meaningful ways, which does happen sometimes, but it's not a majority of the time from my experience. I wouldn't have such an ego if people could prove me wrong. That's why I don't. And still, though, if I'm a Lolcow to the community, that means that I'm still getting their attention, which is fine by me.
Yeah, see, I guess that's the difference between us. I would never want to be known for that. The fact that people actually care about what I say is one of the most humbling things I can possibly think of, and I know you feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you have people that care about what you say, it's humbling. It makes you feel very good about yourself. But I'm telling you, the majority of people in the community do not see you that way and never will, as long as you keep this up.
Keep what up?
If you're
just saying,
you're overall
saying edgy,
immature,
saying bad words.
Yeah. Whatever, you can word it however you want. General immaturity.
What is your what is your burden of proof that like everyone in the community sees you this way? Like what is your burden of proof for that? I mean, I guess it's not really something you can prove with like a screenshot or something, but like what are you getting at here?
Every single discussion about you I have seen anywhere on the internet that is not directly your YouTube channel has been directly shitting on you being a Lolcow. Every single discussion.
It's not a Lolcow. It's usually like I see posts
I'm
about
just
like
reporting what they say.
I do not see the word Lolcow. It's usually like
you
know, this guy said Springtrap's bad. Doesn't he know that Scott? It's copy pasted bullshit without an argument. Like,
okay,
I think
you can disagree. That's fine.
Okay, I've literally never seen the word Lolcow brought up with my name. Maybe like once or twice, but okay. I don't know. I don't think it's comparable. I think someone like Kaiser DeBard is a Lolcow because he's someone who's trying like to be a normal guy, and he's just too degenerate to be a normal person. That's a Lolcow. Okay. Someone terminally online. I have an entire life outside of this shit as well. So I don't think Lolcow is the right word.
That's fine. You don't have to agree. I'm just saying what I've seen. You know, like you said, I'm terminally online. I see more opinions about you than you do. So that is the general consensus.
You really think you see more opinions about me than I do? Like all my YouTube videos and shit?
Who's terminally online, me or you?
I mean, it's my channel though. You look at all sides of the community. I look at my channel a lot. Because commenting on
my whole point.
Commenting on my videos gives me engagement and shit. So that's why I usually reply to a lot of the retards in my comment sections.
Right, and the thing is, that's true. It gives you engagement, but you know, a fucking bum pissing on the side of the road, like people are going to be engaged with that and go, "Whoa, what is this idiot doing?" Like, it's not the thing that you should be proud of or aspire to be.
I wouldn't be proud of it if again I was disproven in a lot of ways. I literally just haven't been for the most part. It's just the same emotional bullshit. Like a bum pissing on the road isn't saying anything, you know?
Yeah, I know. I just think a lot of people view you like that, and you might view yourself more highly than everyone else does. But that's not something we can
if they view me like that, that's straight emotion. Like, it's straight emotion.
It's subjective. Obviously, there's no real argument there. I'm just saying what I've noticed. That's all.
Okay. I mean, if you think that's the case, that just proves my point even more. Like how black and white thinking this community is. Because, again, if I would have less of an ego if I was proven wrong, but I just basically haven't been by almost anyone. about
Okay.
a lot of the shit that I've said.
Okay. Any other further things you want to talk about? Overall, I think this was a pretty fun discussion.
Yeah, I had fun with it, honestly. Like, I'm glad it wasn't just. I had fun after we stopped talking about SpooknJukes, because holy
Yeah,
shit.
I just had some questions I had to get it out of the way. I just wanted to get it out of the way at the start and then actually do the actual fun stuff. So thanks for talking, though. It was actually entertaining time.
Okay, is this gonna be a video on your channel or what? Like, what are you thinking?
I think we actually had a pretty good discussion. Do you agree?
I think we did. Yeah. Can I steal it this time? Can it be on mine?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
I might cut it up though. I mean, it's not like it's a debate, so I'm like not cutting out context.
You're gonna cut it up and take things out of context?
If it was a debate though, that would be.
I don't care. I don't care what you do.
Okay, because there were some a little bit of us going in circles, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could just call it
do whatever you want.
Scott Jen therapy session.
Your channel, don't care.
Okay, well, I mean,
Right.
you're fun to
Good talking
talk to, but I still have mixed feelings on you and your content, and you definitely have mixed feelings on me and my content. But I'm glad that
Nothing wrong with that.
we're just able to be cool white guys and just talk like it's nothing. But
Yep.
okay,
All right, take it easy. Have a
Bye.
good night.
You too.